everybody. I am at the Plymouth Meeting Mall in Pennsylvania, and this is one of my favorite malls to visit. It's kind of a gem, and you'll see why when we go in just a minute. But one thing about this mall, it has the biggest and most beautiful fountain I have ever seen in any mall. It's really something special. We're gonna go take a look at it. Come with me. So right now I'm actually outside the mall in this little vestibule area, and that's actually a church inside the mall. And over here, this is, it's an unoccupied apartment complex next to the mall. And we can see in this little walkway, this is really something cool. Take a look at this. Do you see that? How old school is this? The wooden benches. I bet you when this was active that there were some actual plants here. But just look at all that. That's just very 80s, very 90s looking. And you know I love stuff like that. Look back there at that glass block entryway. That is beautiful. Look at that. That is straight out of the 80s right there. Okay, so this way to the mall, and there's a Legoland play area for children. And over here we have a giant giraffe made out of Legos. I wonder how long it took them to build this. And as you can see, this is just a beautiful mall with live plants and high ceilings. It's very lovely. We have this lovely decorative lattice right here and real palm trees, and just look at how tall they are. It makes me so happy to see a mall that still has palm trees. It seems like when I was growing up, every mall had palm trees. Now they're all gone, I guess because they're just hard to take care of. But this one has really tall ones straight out of California or Florida. We don't get to see them too much up here in the north, but it makes me happy that I can come to a mall like this one and see them. And I think we can hear it, this massive, gorgeous fountain. Look at that. That is straight out of my dreams right there. So a little bit of history about this fountain. It was built in 1966 when the mall opened, and then later on in 1969 there was a large fire that destroyed almost this entire wing of the mall, but the fountain survived, and it's still here to this day. It's still the same fountain, and these round skylights above, those are also original to the mall. You can look up old pictures of this mall and it still looks like this wing does. It's a little bit more modernized now, but it still has the same vibe from when it was still originally built. It's beautiful, and I'm so glad that we have something like this still here. So here we have Burlington, which is one of the anchors. Now, when this mall originally opened, this was a straw bridge and clothier, and look, they still have the seal here. I'm really surprised that they left this up, because this went from being a straw bridge to later being a Macy's and now Burlington, and we still have the seal. Really cool. I love this mall. I love how open it is. It just has so much beauty to it. It really is a gem. They don't make them like this anymore. And check this out, we actually have a record store in the mall. When was the last time you saw an actual record store at a mall? It's good to see that they're coming back. So we have a comic book shop at this mall, and we have all these superheroes standing up in the window. Pretty cool stuff. Makes me happy to see stores like this are making a big comeback in malls. We got Superman. That's Kate Bishop, I know that. And Iron Man, of course. So I just want to point out that this Habitat store has some lovely bright blue neon lights above it. You don't see that too much anymore. It's all being replaced with LED. If we look over here, this is an old Finish Line, like a 90s style. And if we look up here, we can see where the giant basketball hoop was. Yeah, right back there is where they would have had it. Looks like they've taken it out though. So this store here, we can see these old neon tubes. This was an electronics boutique, and we can still see the label scar. This was a video game store that was eventually bought out by GameStop. And so they have a Legoland attraction here at this mall, and we have this Lego house, and if you look up here, we have these little Lego pigeons and some Lego fish around that clock. Very fun. So this is pretty cool. This is an FYE, but you can tell by the yellow tile that this was a late version Sam Goody. So now here's something special. We have a retro arcade in an old 90s style footlocker. Let's go take a look at this. We can see all the old footlocker fixtures still in here. And it's full of arcade games. We have all these pinball machines. I almost said old pinball machines. It's a mix of old and new. But look up above us. All the old footlocker stuff. Very neat. So now here we have Funhouse, which is a pretty popular retro pinball machine. I see this one pretty often at old arcades, but look at this. This is the 90s Frankenstein movie with Robert De Niro. I don't think I've ever actually seen this one, but it's sort of a faithful adaptation to the book rather than a Universal Hollywood monster type movie. This is a really old pinball machine here. I'm guessing from the 70s. I remember seeing these little aliens in the hoodies back in the 90s at the Seaside Boardwalk. And I haven't thought about these in decades. But here we are looking at a whole claw machine full of them. Kind of blows my mind. We can look up above us and see the old, I think this was track lighting from the old Foot Locker. And look at these old CRT TVs. I wonder when the last time those were turned on. I think they should really put these on and, I don't know, maybe play some 90s music videos or something. I think that would really match the vibe of this place. And so this spot must have been the kids' Foot Locker. Look at that giant football. pretty cool. We got some old coin rides here. Oh, and we have a carousel. Just look at that beautiful carousel. Anyway, thank you for coming with me to Plymouth Meeting Mall in Pennsylvania. This mall really is a gem. I know this wasn't exactly a comprehensive look at the mall, but I just really wanted to just kind of capture the vibe of the place. It's got the fountain, the carousel, the palms, everything. It feels like an old school mall. It's such a beautiful place, and if you have a chance to come visit it, I hope you do. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.